Hello, Algebra 1B students. For Mr. Fry, I'm looking at the frequency tables and histograms. A lot of you guys did this. If you want to, pause this and you didn't get this, this information from the front, we did this in class. But if you didn't get that, you can jot that down. I'll explain the ones that I think, you need to explain. I had some information here, just pieces of information. If you needed some help with this one, the tally marks, you can make the tally marks, you just, for 6, groups of 5, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. You just make your tally marks here. Here you would fit in those tally marks. You put 12 tally marks, and then cumulative, you just keep adding it up. So 5, you would start with 5 plus 12 would be 17, and so on. So you could finish those. These numbers would go here. That's an 18. This is a 30, 130. Okay, and then you could finish those. Those are fairly easy to see. So for the information, up here you need the word bar, integers, and bars touch. The x-axis would be the intervals. Whatever intervals you have. Okay. All right, so for this first one, this example, I think you guys did this one in class. You just set it up here with these Super Bowl scores, the frequency and the intervals, and I think you have that information where you got that. Over here, yeah, from the previous page. Okay, and then you have this information here also, and you guys were doing this in class. You probably already have these. I went by 3s, you may have gone by 4s. So, that's up to you. Yours might look a little bit differently if you're going by 4s when you're doing that example 1, 2. All right, now getting into the practice problems. I do 1 and 2, and then I skip 3, I do 4, and I do 6. So looking at this one, I'm taking this information from this chart, and it's about the 29 teams of the NBA in 2000 to 2001 season and number of wins. So we're just using that information. So I made my frequency side over here. I went by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It seemed to work well with this because the top number was 10. And then I have my intervals here, the number of wins. They already set up, the intervals for us. And then I just graphed it. This one was 3, this one was 4, 4, 10, and then this one was 8. 51 to 60 was 8. So how many teams won more than 30 games? 22. And what was the greatest number of wins by a team? 60. Number 2, talking about speeders. And non-speeders, those going under the speed limit. I just took this data. Here's my frequency. I went by 3s here. You could have gone by 4s or something different, it didn't really matter, but I went by 3s. It all fit in. I was going to go by 2s, but I couldn't get up to 18, so I'd have to make a few more boxes up here. But so then I put my intervals down here, and then I just graphed them. You can see that this one was 2, this one was 14, 18, and 3. Okay. 80 through 89 should have been 3, so it should go right up to this one, this line. Move that one up a little bit. Okay. So how many people were going 70 miles per hour or faster? I counted 21 from here to here. That would have been 18 plus 3. And then how many people were speeding if the speed limit was 60 miles per hour? So I added to that 21, I added, 14. And I got 35. Try 3 on your own. Don't worry about making mistakes. If you make them, learn from them, and that's making progress. Here we had to fill in the frequency, counting the tally marks, and then complete the cumulative frequency. Then I graphed it. I went by twos. That got me up to 12 because my highest frequency was 12. I took that in consideration. And I put my intervals down here. And I started with the lowest and I worked my way up. Answering the questions, how many students received a C or lower? And hopefully you're pausing this, as we're going, so you can have enough time to make those charts, or those graphs. What grade was the most common? B. And if this person was to take the test, what would you predict? I would predict, I would go with B because that was the most popular grade. And what percent of students received an A? Only 29%. So that would be 8 out of 28. So 8 divided by 28 gives you 0.285, I think it was, rounded up to 29%. And try 5 on your own. And 6, just looking at the histogram and then going backwards, making the chart over here with my intervals and the frequency, and then just using that data, and then answering the question, what's the most common age of the people at the library? It would be 40 to 59, this group right here. And then how many people were between the ages of 20 and 59? So 20 and 59, so these two groups right here, and should add up to be 17. That would be the 6 plus the 11. Okay, hopefully this helps, and good luck with the rest.